I have post-traumatic stress syndrome, COPD. I have chronic pain issues. I've had multiple surgeries. I have torn my brachial plexus, my rotor cuff. I've injured my neck twice, my low back 3 times. I had a hysterectomy with large growths. I had the hernia repair, neck injuries, the back injuries, the rotor cuff, the brachial plexus tear. I have an eating disorder that's pretty serious. I also have a problem with digesting. I don't do well on getting enough intake into my body with food and mineral and vitamin supplement. It scares me. And I know that the steroid use in itself probably will not be too good for me. It's killing my liver. It's killing my body slowly. It's eating away at my bones. It's hard. And the pain medications, they make me a zombie. It's kind of hard when you want to play with your grandbabies or your kids, or you want to go somewhere and you can't because you can't get off the couch because you're too doped up, basically. You cannot function. And it's real hard to take a look at them and realize this is my life. I can go without one complete set of my pain medication. I've reduced the use of the other 2 to 1/3. My eating has increased where now I eat more regularly instead of only maybe a Happy Meal sized meal once a day. I can eat what I want, and I've gained weight. It's taken away a lot of the need for some of the drugs that come from the pharmacy and the doctor. Eventually, someday, maybe all of them. Now I can go outside and be with my grandkids, play with my grandkids. I can play with my kids. I can drive a car. I can go in and cook dinner without falling asleep. It's changed a lot. It's helped me to be more me again instead of a zombie, basically. It's like you become a soup. You just melt it out, and there's substance in the soup somewhere. And when you dip in there, you might be able to find it. But then again, maybe it's just broth that day. You never know what you're going to get. With the medical use, I'm able to do more. I don't shake as much as I did before with all the narcotics I was on and things. I couldn't lift a cup of coffee to my mouth without smelling it. I couldn't cook a meal without getting sidetracked or getting too tired. It's changed a lot of things. It's helped me to find where I was before all this started. Well, if they ban it, then I guess I'm going to have to just go and buy where I need to buy. Or maybe move back to a state where it is allowed. Because it's just not... There is no difference in the use of cannabis for a person's pain or eating conditions or anything else that they're suffering from. Say I was blind. Would you deny me that right if it would bring back my vision? There are so many things that cannabis has been used for. Native Americans knew its healing quality for years. And if we can respect one thing, we can respect the fact that, boy, they sure had longevity. And there's a reason for it. They didn't go out and, oh, let's get high today. It was used in ceremonies and for medical purposes. And that's what we need to go back to, is finding alternative medicines instead of synthetics. Because the synthetics they're killing our kidneys, our liver, our lungs, our hearts, our stomachs. everything. They're killing our bodies. If you can go out there and you can say, don't drive that car because it's smoking, well then don't take that pill because it's really smoking up inside your body. Same thing. It's polluting you. No. They will go out and they will get it. They will grow it. It's a fact of life. It happened way before it was legalized. It's going to happen again. Only this time I'm afraid it's going to be worse because there are so many people that have found out the benefits. And those people now, people like my son, when Cody was so sick, it was like, did I want to see him high on all these synthetic things like, morphine? And I mean, he was out of his mind. He couldn't focus on his children. Or would I rather see him smoke a little bit of the cannabis or eat a little bit of the cannabis? Or the one thing that he loved was the lotions. How much pain does a person have to be in before we realize it's right there? It's nothing that is it's not gonna take over the universe. If you want to go after something, go after the meth, go after the heroin, go after the things that really do destroy, because medical use isn't the problem, and it does not lead to heroin. I wish they could come and see me, sit in my home, have a talk with me, take a look at the difference between 6 months ago and today. There's a big difference. And sometimes we're not so accepting of new things. I don't care if it's food, if it's people, whatever it is, there's always going to be an opinion. But unless you've been in the position where you've had somebody that's terminally ill or very ill, it's a hard thing to judge. And when I've tried the Megace and the Marinol and it didn't work, and doctors say, oh, well, we got this, you made me sick with it. Really sick. And that costs more money to go back and fix it. Sit down and talk to somebody that still has a view. I don't think that all of us are so far out there that you can't talk to us. You can't reach out and find out why. Why we're an advocate, why we believe. We're here, and we have voices, and we have opinions, and we count. We matter too.